Hello all. In this video you will learn how to run programs of MSP430 on the Code Composer Studio. The module or the development board I am going to use here is the MSP430 G2553 module. This is the package of MSP430 G2553, and in this package, on this box, you will find a development board which is almost similar to the diagram you can see on the screen. Along with it, you will find a cable to connect your PC with this board, which is a USB cable, and an additional MSP430 microcontroller with it, along with the crystal oscillator, as it requires a crystal frequency of 32.768 kHz. So on this, I'm going to give you a brief idea. This MSP430 G2 development board is a low-cost experimental board, and it is also sometimes called as a launchpad. So you can see on my screen I have written here launchpad with MSP430. It provides a complete development environment that feature integrated USB based emulation and all the hardware and software necessary to develop applications. This launchpad is having a socket. You can see over here there is a socket to connect the computer with it, or the CPU. This is a mini USB cable, and you can find a processor over here in the center written as MSP430 G2553. Along with it, as I told, there is a crystal oscillator of 32.76 kHz, and there are 10 pin PCB connectors. You can see on the left and the right of this microcontroller there is having some pins. I have written here a few additional features of this, or some special functions of these pins also, other than the GPIOs. Second, the programs that I'm going to write over here is on the Code Composer Studio. This is an integrated development environment especially for the TI microcontrollers I'm going to use over here. This Code Composer Studio is nothing but a suite of tools used to develop and debug your embedded applications. This Code Composer Studio is having different, you can say, phases of the development cycle, or you can say it supports different phases of the development cycle, like your design, code, build, debug, etc. So in this we will see that first of all we will write the program in the C language, that there is a C compiler will be there in it, and it will convert this C language into the assembly language. Then this assembler in the Code Composer Studio will convert that assembly language into the machine language, and you will have here some runtime libraries also that will help to perform many operations and functions. There is a linker inbuilt in it that will link your object files, and debugger is there that will support all your syntaxes of MSP430, and that will help you to determine the debugs or bugs in it and help you to debug the program. And at last there is a simulator, or sometimes emulator, which will help you to give the program into the microcontroller or to the target device. Over here the target device is MSP430 G2553. So now you can see I'm going to share my screen now to show that how this this Code Composer Studio will looks like. This is already a pre-installed Code Composer Studio I have installed in my PC of version 9.3.0. I will start this Code Composer Studio. You will find the link of this Code Composer Studio in the description below. You can download this Code Composer Studio from that link, and when you run it for the first time, it looks somewhat like this. Here you can find this resource explorer. If you are working here on the Texas Instrument boards like MSP430 etc., you will find these resources over here. You can see the different examples also there. Or if you wish to have a new project, you will click on this project, or if you want to have already a defined project and you want to just import that, you can do that from it. And if you have any problem regarding, or if you want any support related to the Texas Instruments, you can go through this part. You can also access some videos, but today I will just show you how to start the project. For example, if I want to start a simple project over here, I will go to the project tab, and over there you will find a new CCS project. I will click on to that. So after click on it, a window will pop up. So it is taking time as I'm running it for the first time. So this is that window of new CCS project. Here I have to select my target. Target means on the microcontroller where I want to emulate my program. So you can find here a set of all microcontrollers or almost all the controllers. If you don't find your microcontroller over here, you can download the patch files. So I will directly go into the MSP430 G2553. Here you will find, I will write here MSP, okay, right. So this is MSP430C series. I'm going down to the G series as I'm using G2553. You will find a lot of microcontrollers over here. Almost all the microcontrollers are supported in this. So here I reach to the G2 and this is my G2553. So I will select it. So this is my now the target over here, and the project name that I want to give is, for example, I want to blink my LEDs. So I will write here blink. Project name is blink, and then I will go into the finish part. Over here you will find, you will select this empty main.c. This all will be added to it. So whatever the name it will be there now, and that is the blink name, all the files will be added inside it. So when I do finish, is opening a project with the name blink, and all the predefined main file or the C file will be there in it. On the left hand side of the project explorer you will find this blink tab, and when you click that blink tab you will find all these debug target option main.c are included in this project. Similarly, you can add multiple projects from here, and this is my main window, or where I'm going to write my program. This is my compiler, so C compiler over here. So I will delete these instructions and I will write a program over here. So this is my program. This is the header file which is going to import all the registers of MSP430, so that this compiler will understand this P1 out, P1 dir, watchdog, timer, control register, everything. This is my main program. The first instruction is to stop my watchdog timer. This is done by simply making hold pin high in the control register. There is a password for writing the value into the control register. So this is that password which is already defined in the MSP430 library. So we don't need to write here. And this bit is sent high in the control register. It means now watchdog timer will not work. It will be stopped. Next instruction is P1 dir. It is for the direction to select our input or output. As I'm writing 0x01 in it, it means the pin 1.0 is set for the output. And now I'm having here a while loop, which is an infinite loop because no condition is there. And this is an unsigned long integer I is defined over here. This is used to calculate the delay. We will use it later. So now then I'm going to put a P1 out. That is nothing but I'm giving value to my output pins of the port 1. That value is 0x01 XORed value of my initial value. So over here I'm using this operation simply to toggle the inputs of my P1 out, or simply to toggle the value of P1.0, as I am XORing it with the value 1. We know the XOR truth table. Whenever we XOR any value with one value, it comes in the output in the inverted form. So it is simply toggling the value of P1.0. So this instruction is used for that. Second, I am giving some delay because as these are very less instructions, so you will find that it will be completed in very micro of seconds. So we will not be able to determine that when this toggling is occurring. So just to give a delay to that toggling, we will introduce some delay over here. I have initializing the value of I as 50,000, and then I am going to spend some time to reduce this value to 0, and when this value will reduce to 0, I will come out from the loop and then I will toggle it again. So the switching on and off of the LED will be now delayed by this time period, or the time required for these instructions. Now once you have written this program, then you will go into the project menu and you will build your project. So there is an option over here to build all. You can use either build project if there is a single project, or if there are more than one project you can use build all. I'm using here build all. So once you do the build all, you will find that this there will be in the end, you will find the build is finished and no errors are there or warnings are there. Then after that you will go to the run menu, and in the run menu you will debug it. So you will go to F11 directly also to debug the program. Once you will debug, it will ask for the permission of the ultra low power advisor. Check for ultra low power best practices. You can select to proceed, and once you select to proceed, some background applications will be run. You can see over here over here, yes, there is an error over here that no USB FET was found because I have not connected any USB. So now I'm going to connect my MSP430G2 board over here, and once I connect it, I will ask it for the retry. So now this has been working properly. I hope you all can see this development board. So now once you have done it, you will find that this flash memory is 116, RAM is 80. It means it is now ready to be run, and on the top left, on the top menu bar, you will find a button over here that is resume F8. It means you can now run it. You can find here that only green LED, that is a power LED, is on, and there are two LEDs over here. Out of one LED I'm going to use over here, that is for 1.0 LED. So this LED will toggle now. So when I will press resume on this button, you will find the processing has been now sent to this, or it has been resumed to give the output as per our program. I have connected the LED to P1.0 already, that is there in this MSP board, and I am asking the pin to toggle the value. Means I am giving value 1 and 0 as it is connected to the red LED. So the red LED is, you can see over here, it is being toggled. So you can change here the timing also, as right now I am giving the 50,000 value. If you reduce this value to, for example, 5,000, and once you have to first stop it, once stopping it, you will put it to 5,000, then you will save it. This program will be now saved to main C, and you will process all those steps again. That is first to build. Once you finish building it, you will do the debugging. So this build has been finished. Now I will go to run and debug it. It will again ask for me to proceed, so I will say yes, and then some execution will be there in the background, and after that you will see that now at this stage this blinking has stopped, because now the new program has entered. And now to see this time duration of the blinking, I have to resume over here. So now you can see this is blinking quite fast. So this is how you can perform your experiments and the programs on Code Composer Studio using this MSP430G2553. Thank you very much.